What is going on, guys, and welcome to a new career mode on my channel JCG Gaming. As you can see on the top left of your screen, it is a Wolfsburg career mode. I'm very excited for this, very excited to be in Germany, very excited to face the challenge of Europa League and hopefully go on and qualify the Champions League, and if we're lucky and hope Bayern slip up a bit, even go and challenge for the league title and get Champions League football. That would be my main aim for this season. So let's jump in and check the objectives quickly. So we can see the domestic cup objective is to win the cup, and get the usual ones about the transfer market. They say we should look for a striker. Well, that would definitely be one thing I'll look at. Let's just have a quick look to see if they've got it. Lorenzen, no. Oh, there's no one there I'd really look at as being a good player for the position that we want. And then we have the scouts introducing themselves. And our league objective. Our league objective is to win the title. That is what I would like to do. Whether it's achievable is a different thing. So let's get in and have a look at the squad. So guys, I have reshaped the team so I would like it. So in goal we have Benaglio. At right back we have Trash with Naldo and Nosh at centre back. Rodriguez in the left back position. In the middle we have Gustavo, Gujvoy, Joyo, Hunt as well. And then up front we have Schürrle, De Bruyne and Varane. I've decided to go with false nine as potentially strikers aren't a strong point for Wolfsburg. I mean, we've got Bastos and Nicholas Bentner, two players that I really don't get on with in FIFA, so I decided to go to this and we'll just leave strikers out of it. So let's jump in and we'll find out who we're listing on the transfer market. So guys, as you can see here, I've listed Bastos up from transfer list, Throelik on transfer list, Sprenger, Drews as well, all up for transfer. Bastos purely because I don't really get on with him on FIFA. He's a bit slow for me. Yes, I am a pace whore. So yeah, no way he was staying at Wolfsburg. So for loan, I've listed up Zawada. I've listed up Bentner for loan because he's the only player that I couldn't sell even if I wanted to. And Seguin is also going up for sale as well, up for loan as well, because could have a reasonably decent potential. Let's get in where we're finding out, get some inquiries in for some players. looks like we'll get some inquiries back from some players. Okay, Julian Brandt, they want £9 million for him, so that's affordable. Blazikowski, definitely not. Farfan, no as well. Volland, maybe not as well. Herman's maybe an affordable one. Meyer, definitely not. Yanks could be affordable. Bellarabi isn't affordable. Maxim could be one potentially. Galdino's just joined, so they're not interested in letting him go. Gorska's affordable, so is Hoga. Granit Xhaka is over the top of it. Rudiger could be there as well. And we have our EuroLeague objective, and that is to win the cup. So I think that is definitely what we should be aiming for in that competition, at the minimum. Okay, so let's put in some offers for some players. Okay, Rudiger we're going to put in the £6 million bid for. Sign as a cover for centre back. On the right, we are going to cover with Julian Brandt, I think. So we'll put in a £5 million offer for him. See what happens there. And for central midfield, I think we're going to put in a bid for Hoga at £6 million. And then I think probably we'll Maxime as well, because he looks like he could be a good player. Obviously a 5-star skiller as well, which adds a bit of flair to our team. I think we'll put a £7.5 million bid in for him. And let's see what we get back. Stuttgart have come back and said they want £9 million for Alexandru Maxim. So I think we pay them that, because I think that would be a good deal. Age of 24, still got room to grow. That should be good. And Schalke have accepted our offer for Marco Hoga of £6 million, so we'll go ahead and offer him a contract. 60 grand a week, 3 years. Let's not specify the squad role if we can help it. And Bayer Leverkusen have rejected the bid and said they want £7 million for Julian Brandt. So I think we'll just pay them that as well, because that is not much more. And for a player of his potential, it's a bargain, really. And Stuttgart have said they want £8.5 million for Rudiger. I'm going to counter them with a £7.5 million and see what comes back with that. Coming back, talking about international management, that's not really something that I'm looking to get into at the minute. Maybe in coming seasons, but not really something I'm looking at. I'm transfer for Robin Nosh, one of our better centre backs, second to Naldo. Says chief executive says 8.8 million. I think we should be looking for 15 million at least for this guy. 77 rated, 22 years old, definitely someone we should be going for and looking to develop and keeping. Torino have come back and said they don't want to put in an offer for Nosh anymore. They said the price that we've wanted is too much, and they're just going to go and find new targets. Oh, we have a transfer offer for Bentner. He's going out on loan to RSC Anderlecht. Finally, we've got rid of the guy. He's going to be no use in our team. And contract offer accepted for Marco Hoga. It's the first signing into the club as Marco Hoga, centre midfielder, 24 years old from Schalke. And we have Julian Brandt has been accepted, so we should offer him the contract, 4 years, 10 grand a week. Bargain in my opinion. And then we have Antonio Rudiger. They're staying out for that £8.5 million. I think we'll just pay it, because he's going to be a quality player. He's got bags of pace, bags of strength, and could be a really good defender for us. We have an offer of Bastos now. 4.8 million from Getafe, valued at 5.5. I think we can hold out for at least 6.5 million off him, so I think that's what we're going to counter. And Stuttgart have accepted our offer of 9 million for Alexandru Maxim. So he wants 60 grand a week, but only on 45. So I'm going to offer him 47,500 a week on a 3-year contract, and let's not specify the squad role. We have transfer offer for Oscar Zawadu, and he's going on loan to Lillestrøm for the season. Hopefully he'll come back with a few overall points better. Maybe if he can play in other positions as well, might be able to use in our team next season, depending on how well he grows. If he gets up into the 60s decently. We have a transfer offer here for Patrick Ruiz. 90 grand. He's 59 rated, 21 years old. I think we've got to let him go for that. We've got his base value. And now Alexandru Maxim has declined the contract. So he needs to know squad role. 47.5 grand a week as we offered him before, 3 years, and I'm going to offer him squad rotation player. because I think that's all he's going to be. He's not going to break into the first team yet. He might do in the future, but not quite yet. And Julian Brandt has come back, and he is a second signing of the career mode as of yet. 10 grand a week, bags of potential the 18-year-old's got, and should be a good player for the future. Oh, we've sold Patrick Juez to SV Reef for 90 grand. We've been allocated 80 of that, which is good. Bastos, Getafe come back saying they're only willing to pay 5.5 million. I think if we can get 6, that would be good there. Get more than his asking price, because he is a good striker and still does have a little bit of potential that can be squeezed out of him. And Antonio Rudiger deal has been accepted. He wants 35 grand. I'm going to offer him 27.5, as we did with Maxim, on a 4-year deal, and we're not going to specify the squad role. Oh, offer for Kevin De Bruyne. 30.5 million from Man City, valued at 20. I'm going to say to him, if you want him, £100 million. That's what we need for him. Not that they're obviously going to accept that, but if we did, that could allow us to develop our squad massively, and that would be benefit. And yeah, there we go. Man City have come back saying they're not willing to match that. And Maxim has accepted his contract, and he's the 3rd player coming in to Wolfsburg, as has Antonio Rudiger, the 4th player to come in. 8.5 million, 21 years old. Should be a very, very promising player. Getafe have come back and said they will pay 6 million for Bastos, so it's good that we'll get him off our books so he's not needed anymore. Transfer offer for Moritz Sprenger. 70,000 from FC Vaduz. He's quite low rated for his age, so if we get what he's worth, 80 grand, I know it's not much, but it all counts. If we can get that for him, I'd be definitely willing to let him go. And player sold. Bastos has been sold to Getafe for 6 million. We have been allocated 5 million of that. And with that money, I'm going to go and buy a youth scout. And there isn't really good ones at the minute, so we'll come back in a week's time and see if we can get a good one, because we want a good 4 or 5 star one. Oh, yeah, FC Vaduz have matched that. They're going to pay 80 grand for him, and they're going to begin talks. There we go. Moritz Springer has gone to FC Vaduz for 80 grand. We have been allocated 70 of that, so that's not much really to go towards our budget, but everything counts. So here we go. We've got a friendly against Crystal Palace. We're just going to sim through this. Hopefully we'll win it, build some confidence for the team, maybe get a few goals for De Bruyne and Schürrle, the key players. We finished 2-0. Giljoya gets a goal, as does Varina. No injuries, which is good, and it's pretty good, obviously, for a friendly, not to come out with anything wrong. Oh, we have another friendly against Sassuolo now. Hopefully, same as before, no injuries, score a few goals, win the game, that should be good. And it finishes 2-0, De Bruyne and Varina scores, no injuries, no red cards, nothing like that, so that's perfect. We have a transfer for Paul Seguin to be sent on loan to Wolfsburg at AC. I accept that. He's 19 years of age, needs to get game time to improve, and you never know, could be a first teamer next season. We have a friendly here against Hull City. Let's just sim this through. Hopefully we get the win. Yeah, 3-0. De Bruyne, Varina and Schürrle, the front three, getting all the goals, which is good. Transfer offer for Ivan Perisic. Now, Perisic is a squad rotation player for me, but is actually a really, really good balanced player. The chief executive is saying 14.8 million. I think we need to get 22.5 million out of him if we are going to sell him, because I still see him as a key squad player, and I think he is actually a really, really good player. Transfer from Jean Touk. Just because I can't say his name properly, we're going to let him go for 250k, because that's just too much hassle for me. And he's not very good either, so that's also a bonus. West Ham have come back and said they'll give us 9.5 million. I think that's a bit of a piss take, so I'm just going to straight off reject that. There's obviously no talks going to happen between us now, because that's nowhere near what we should be looking for. And we have sold Jean Touk to SK Sturm Graz for 250k. We've been allocated 210, so great. Now I don't have to be able to say his name. He's off the book, so I'll never see him again. We have transfer offer for Christian Trash. Now, despite his name, he isn't actually that trash. I think it's actually a reasonably good right back. So, and he's our first choice, I think. So I think we'll counter 15 million, and then if Sunderland match anywhere around that, they can have him. and then we just say we've got 2 matches rescheduled here, probably because of cup competitions or something like that, probably the Europa League. Here we go, we have found a good scout, Lucas Wellenreuther, 5-star experience, 5-star judgment, 7.65 million. It's vital to get the youngsters through, so let's hire him, and then we'll send him out soon. Sunderland have come back on that transfer and said they'll give us 11 million. I think if they can give us 14 million pounds, then that would be a deal done. Anywhere really above 13 I would take. And here we are, lads. First game of the season against Bayern Munich. Okay, Weilenreuther has arrived and ready to scout, so we can send him out on the day of the first game of the season. We'll send him out to Germany to get some of those German youngsters through. As I was saying before, Bayern Munich is the first game of our season. I think we'll keep the team like this. Maybe move Hogarth onto the bench for Shang-Chi and Maxim onto the bench as well for Felipe, as well as Perisic for Young and Bryant come on for Schaefer. I think that's our strongest team at the minute. Hopefully it does well. But lads, you'll find out in the next episode. I'm sorry about that. But first episode, we've got all the transfer business out of the way. Next episode will be gameplay. 3 games an episode. Every episode that isn't in the transfer window. So guys, if you have enjoyed the video, please do drop it a like. If you want to see more of my content and don't want to miss any of my future videos, that's if YouTube sub box is working anyway, then please do drop a sub, and I will see you all next time.